Could everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the national anthem sung under the combined 8th grade choirs. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem under the direction of Miss Elena Gibbons.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On behalf of the Board of Education, the staff, and administration of Wauconda Community Unit School District 118, we would like to welcome you all to this ceremony to honor the Wauconda Middle School and the Matthew Middle School classes of 2018.
We have all gathered here today, not only to celebrate these students' accomplishments and achievements, but also help embark with them on their next journey of their lives. Here to introduce our first speaker for this evening, 8th grade student from Wauconda Middle School, Memphis Gallegos.
Hello there. Our first speaker this evening is providing an official welcome on behalf of the Wauconda Community Unit School District 118 Board of Education. Our speaker has been a member of the Board of Education since 1997, has served as board president for the past 15 years, and is a retired high school and middle school math teacher of 37 years. Please join me in welcoming Board President Mr. John Armstrong.
Thank you. On behalf of the Board of Education of District 118, I would like to welcome family, friends, District 118 staff, and students to these promotion exercises. I would like to talk to both students and parents tonight about the transition you are both making from middle school to high school. I say both because parents have a transition to go through as well. Those of you parents who have had older children at the high school know that having a high school student is very different from having a middle school student. Your role in your child's life will change dramatically over the next 4 years, and it should change. We know that in 4 years, many of these students will be moving on to a life in which you are not present on a day-to-day basis. Whether they are moving on to college or choosing a military service or going off to work, there's some chance that they will not be living at home. They will not have you to monitor their every action and help them out of every bad situation. When they oversleep and miss a class at U of I, you can't call them in and have them excused. You can't call their professors and find out what your son and daughter can do to improve their grade. I remember going with my older son to the U of I Chicago parent-student orientation and finding out that we parents would not be getting any information from the university at all. No progress reports, no copies of their schedule, no grades of any kind. All reports would go directly to the students. How do we find out how they're doing? We wanted to know, and we are told by the university, you'll have to talk to them. That is very different from your middle school experience, I'm sure. Now, as a high school parent, you're not cast adrift like a college parent is. Your children will still need boundaries and supervision as they go through high school, but you do need to prepare your son or daughter for the time when they will be solely responsible for their actions. They need to learn how to advocate for themselves. They need to talk with teachers about what they can do if they get off track. They need to take responsibility when they make a mistake and suffer the penalties, and you need to let them suffer the penalties and learn from them. The next 4 years can be exciting for you parents. You can be involved in going to basketball, soccer, and softball games, watching your kids perform in band or choir, supporting their involvement in the musical or other extracurricular activities, seeing them all dressed up, hard to imagine, heading off to prom or homecoming dances. This is a great high school, and I hope you get involved as a spectator in all the activities that are going on. Students, over the last few summers, the movie experience has been tremendous for those of us who grew up on comic books. I was discussing these movies with a friend who took quite a few film criticism courses in college, and we were talking about how movies and TV shows, even those about ordinary things, differed from real life. And he remembered a sentence quoted by one of his professors that describes the fact that movies and TV shows are all about editing transitions. The idea of A becoming B rather than A jumping to B has become foreign. And that quote stuck in my head. You might be able to picture yourself as a high school senior on a day similar to this one, wearing a graduation gown and being ready to move on to work or college or the military. But unlike the movies, we don't just jump from now to then. It will take 4 years for you to become that graduating senior. And what you do in the next 4 years will affect the way you view high school as a graduating senior. Over the next 4 years, there will be more choices for classes than you've ever had. Architectural, drafting, physics, and psychology, to name just a few. Extracurricular activities like Spanish club, Scholastic Bowl, and pep band can help make you a more well-rounded individual. Athletic teams like golf, basketball, and soccer can challenge you mentally as well as physically. There will be over 1,400 students at the high school next year. Somewhere there you will find someone who appreciates you for who you are. Or if it's time to effect a change in your image, this is the year to do it. Find a new group to belong to, new activities to try. You are responsible for who you will be next fall. Don't let high school just happen to you. Take part, and you will find the rewards are great. 4 years will pass quickly, and you will have become the young adult you hope to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Armstrong. At this point, I would like to invite our first student speaker to the podium. Charlie Miller has served on the Matthews Middle School Student Council during the 2017-2018 school year. For the last 3 years, he has been an outstanding leader both in and out of the classroom. Please join me in welcoming Charlie Miller.
Good evening, Wauconda and Matthews Middle School students, families, and friends. It seems like just yesterday we were nervous little sixth graders who couldn't open our lockers, and our biggest worry was changing in the locker room. Yet now, we are thinking about the future and what these next 4 years will bring to us. These adventures we will go on, the happy moments, the sad ones, and everything in between. These next 4 years pave a path we will never forget and a time that will be with us forever. Tonight's ending is creating a new beginning for a youthful life ahead, filled with wonderful new experiences that will lead us down through life. Whatever has happened, what will happen, does not define who we are. Every mistake or challenge we have had is a learning experience. Mary Pickford once said, you have a fresh start at any moment you choose. For this thing we call failure is not falling down, but staying down. In other words, Mary Pickford tells us that you always have the opportunity to recover from your mistakes and not to let them keep you down. High school is our clean state. Forgetting our middle school days, going through those doors is a fresh start. You can choose new classes, new people, new friends. With a new environment, we have more freedom. But with that freedom comes more responsibility. I believe that we will take more responsibility over the next 4 years. However, with that responsibility comes tremendous opportunity. When you have a responsibility, you can choose how you use them. You can choose your path and what intrigues you. Let these next 4 years determine who you are as a person, not what society wants you to be. I hope that when we are together again in 4 years, celebrating our high school graduation, we've all taken advantage of the opportunities that have come our way. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. At the beginning of May, the faculty at each middle school nominated students for the American Legion Award based on the criteria of citizenship, leadership, academic excellence, and character. Each of the nominees were recognized at an awards assembly last week. Here to present the American Legion Award this evening to the top male and female students from both Wauconda Middle School and Matthews Middle School is Mr. William Geary, American Legion Scholarship Chairman for the Wauconda Post 9/11.
Thank you, Mr. Treterka. As he said, my name is Bill Geary. I'm the Scholarship Chairman for Wauconda American Legion Post 9/11. The American Legion has been chartered in Wauconda since 1946, and for most of those 72 years, we have been presenting the American Legion School Award to outstanding graduates of Wauconda High School, Wauconda Middle School, and more recently Matthews Middle School, and also Frazzati Catholic Academy, formerly Transfiguration School. The American Legion makes these school award presentations because we wish to recognize and emphasize that today's top students are tomorrow's leaders in this great country of ours. And we want to encourage them to continue their success. Today we will honor 2 such students from each of the 2 schools, class of 2018. These students have been chosen by the middle school faculties as being the best in their class in the following 6 qualities. Courage. They have shown that they can face a challenge, overcome the obstacles, and reach their goals. Honor. They have exhibited the honorable character for which we as parents all seek to instill in our children. Leadership. Through their example, they have shown others the path to success. Patriotism. They have shown a certain spirit and loyalty to their country, their school, and their community. Scholarship. They are among the top scholars in this class. They have given of themselves to help others. This is service. They have given of themselves to help others and to serve their school and their community. The 4 recipients will receive the American Legion School Award Medal, the School Award Certificate, and $100. I would like them to please come to the stage as I announce them. From Wauconda Middle School, Diamond Head and Jack Ziba. And from Matthews Middle School, Garrison Carter and Sophie Frick. I'd like to extend my congratulations and the congratulations of the American Legion Post 911 to these 4 outstanding students and to all of the 2018 graduates and to their parents. Thank you.
Congratulations, students, and thank you, Mr. Gary, for supporting our students. At this time, I would like to acknowledge and recognize our Illinois Principals Association Award recipients. These students were recognized in April at a recognition breakfast at Vernon Hills High School with the other Lake County students. These students were recommended from administration and 8th grade teachers based on outstanding achievement, character, and school and community service. Please stand and be recognized when I call your name. From Matthews Middle School, Madison Blachant, Balancha, and Aiden McFadden. And from Wauconda Middle School, we have Jessica Pekaski and Jose Lupian. I would like to invite our next student speaker to the podium. She has been actively involved in the Wauconda Middle School Student Council and served as the president during the 2017-18 school year. As a student, she has exhibited and demonstrated the qualities of an outstanding leader. She has been involved in numerous extracurricular activities while at Wauconda Middle School. Please join me in welcoming Zara Hussein.
Thank you, Mr. Stoller. Dear middle school families, classmates, administration, teachers, and staff, good evening. I have the great privilege and honor granted to me by my fellow students to speak to you tonight. On behalf of the 8th grade class, we would like to offer our sincere and heartfelt appreciation to middle school administrators, teachers, and staff. Tonight, we reflect back on the past 3 years of our academic experience in middle school, recognizing the commitment of our educators who have helped develop our educational foundation and have prepared us for future academic success. We would also like to recognize and express our appreciation to our family members, without whose love, support, and encouragement we would not be celebrating this milestone achievement today. To our teachers, over the past 3 years, you have taught us how to be learners. Not only did you understand our abilities and helped us maximize our learning potential, but you also displayed kindness and understanding towards us while respecting our individuality. You taught us important things, such as the U.S. Constitution, how to use the quadratic equation, why the global water currents are important, and how to maintain healthy lifestyle habits. All of these educational experiences are now integrated into our knowledge base. During and outside of class, you took the time to understand what motivates us, helped us realize what our life ambitions are, and what we hope to be as adults. Hearing our thoughts, you offered valuable guidance through your own experiences that we mentally noted for our own future reference. We greatly appreciated the candor when you shared your past successes and failures. It also allowed us to understand each other as people and made the classroom experience that much better. As educators, you taught us how to be leaders among others by guiding us in organizing school events and demonstrating proper leadership by example. You helped us experience the importance of social responsibility, as evidenced by our various community service activities. As students, we know ultimately it will be up to us as individuals to channel our internal passion for learning, drive towards our ambitions, all the while knowing that we, and only we, can determine through our hard work the success we will achieve. Former First Lady Michelle Obama said, "Through my education, I didn't just develop skills. I didn't just develop the ability to learn, but I developed confidence." We leave WMS and MMS today with many valuable experiences, a higher level of knowledge, with the confidence in our abilities to grow and eventually succeed because of the tremendous commitment of our educators. To our families, your love, support, and care is invaluable. You have spent countless hours helping us with our homework, attending various school meetings to improve our academic experience, and cheered us on at our numerous activities. We offer back our love and gratitude for always being there for us. Lastly, to my 8th grade classmates, congratulations. I know we're going to have a lot of fun in high school. However, we need a promise to look after one another. If our classmates are challenged or need help in any way, we must extend a helping hand, a listening ear, and a kind heart. It will be the content of our character that will define us as individuals. In the words of author J.K. Rowling, it is our choices that show us what we truly are, far more than our abilities. On behalf of the 8th grade class, I am sure I voice everyone's sentiment when I offer a sincere appreciation to our families, teachers, administrators, and staff. We should celebrate endings, for they precede new beginnings. We are ready to move on to high school and continue our success as students and as responsible young adults. Thank you for this opportunity to speak before you today. It has been an honor. Congratulations and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Zara. On behalf of the administration and faculty of Wauconda Middle School and Matthews Middle School, we're honored to present the 8th grade class of 2018 to Mr. Dan Klett, principal of Wauconda High School. Each of the students before us has met the district's requirement for promotion to 9th grade. At this time, I invite Mr. Klett to the podium for the acceptance of the middle school classes of 2018.
Thank you. Good evening, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this ceremony. And let me join the others in congratulating you on your promotion to the high school. I would also like to recognize your support team, your parents, your grandparents, your friends, for assisting you in reaching this goal. At the high school, we also recognize the tremendous impact the faculties at Robert Crown, Cotton Creek, Wauconda Grade School, Wauconda Middle School, and Matthews Middle School have made in preparing the class of 2022 for their entrance into high school. On August 15th, you will have the chance for a new start and to set goals that will guide you through some of the best days of your life. Whether it's marching band, writing an article for the school newspaper, building a float at homecoming, singing in the fall musical, or participating on an athletic team, your involvement in the classroom and in after-school activities will help pave the way for a successful future. I would like everyone in attendance to please stand and help me congratulate the 8th grade class on their promotion and welcome them to the Bulldog family with your applause. Congratulations. Thank you. We look forward to accepting each of you into the freshman class, and we challenge you to strive to make your high school years among the best that they can be. At this time, I recommend to the Board of Education of District 118 that we accept this class into the student body of Wauconda High School. Congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you next fall.
Last week, our administration spoke with our classmates that during our practices, we would be presented to Mr. Klett, principal of Wauconda High School, as the class of 2018. Therefore, we were expected to adhere to our first class expectations that our district exhibits. Please help us this evening by adhering to our first class expectations by
withholding your applause or cheers during the reading of our classmates' names. Each one of us earned our names to be read this evening, and we would like our parents, families, and friends to hear our names as they are being read. There will be a chance to cheer and applaud all of our peers at the conclusion of the last name read.
Please remain seated until the graduates have exited. We ask that you don't leave your seats or take pictures at the podium. This blocks the view of others.
Please avoid creating distractions during the ceremony. This is a solemn occasion. Distractions are not appropriate for these proceedings.
We appreciate your cooperation in honoring our first-class behavior so that dignity of this ceremony can be maintained. 8th grade class, prepare to receive your promotion diplomas.
Mariana Alvarenga, Ashley Acosta, Alexander Anderson, Isabella Acosta, Giselle Aparicio, Colden Applegate, Mackenzie Arden, Galilee Araujo, Dawson Arellano, Xavier Arce, Daniel Arroyo, Fernando Araguin, Adan Avila, Natalie Avitia, Marcelo Bellerin, Angelina Bacelli, Noga Barzvi, Jack Baker, Bobby Barnshaw, Sunny Barada, Itzel Barrios, Michaela Barkley, Kaylee Berman, Neda Basilio, Miranda Billen, Christopher Beetham, John Paulo Bacalbos, Nicholas Bennett, Daniel Botha, Vince Bennett, Dylan Brannick, Antonio Bernabe, Daniela Bravo Contreras, Braden Bernalac, Nicholas Brinius, Madison Balancha, Matthew Brown, Brandon Blazek, McKenna Buchanan, Alexa Cahill, Isabella Kalfa, Sadie Campdesooner, Jordan Baden, Mia Campus, Nathan Brown, Irene Cardoso, Benjamin Bueno, Sofia Cardoso. Maricielo Bustos. Jonathan Carr. Caden Gallagher. Andrea Carranza. Lauren Canino. Julian Casarubias. Omar Carrillo. Lucas Casebolt. Garrison Carter. Hannah Chapa Arianos. Jaden Castillo. Evan Christensen. Jimena Cervantes. Jade Colon. Teresa Chasteen. Kyle Elroy Carcelis. Colin Cheshire. Jasmine Costa. Eric Christie. Linda Cruz. Emmy Calicio. Reina Cruz. Trinity Contreras. Cassidy Cummings. Logan Corneal. Kira Daphnis. Brittany Cross. Griffin Dawn. Brianna Cruz. Alexis De La Roca. Amber Davis. Jack De Leon. Brianna Diaz. Mariana Dorado. Kathleen Drummond. Jenna DeVito. Savannah Duenas. Nicholas Dean. Giselle Duran. Isabella DeLonker. Sophia Esquivel. Sarah Disher. Jacob Fariance. Owen Donahue. Megan Fegan. Cody DeShatis. Rachel Fry. Naomi Drager. Memphis Gallego. Justin Drobnik. John Gannon. Matthew Dynick. Sidlali Garcia. Gavin Eisworth. Gabriel Garcia. Alyssa Escobar. Carla Garcia. Ashley Escobar. Kaylee Garcia. Cecilia Estation. Naresli Garcia. Carly Fedorowicz. Rafael Garcia. Dylan Ferrier. Travis Gerke. Austin Fink. Huguette Gill. Madeline Flanagan. Michelle Gomez. Jordan Floor. Elaine Gonzalez. Charlotte Flood. Jessica Gonzalez. Kevin Gonzalez. Yvette and Jeanette Gregory. Margaret Grotehouse. Justin Frank. Cassidy Grogan. Corey Freed. Luke Hansen. Sophie Frick. Catherine Harding. Amber Fritchie. Kylie Harris. Ekaterina Ftikas. Ariana Hatfield. Pedro Garcia. Diamond Head. Ryan Garsky. Peyton Hine. Cole Gempison. Aiden Hewitt. Christina Giannopoulos. Paige Hitcho. Evelyn Gill. Candace Hoffman. Anthony Gonzalez. Sydney Holmes. Natalie Gorgeous. Colin Husko. Cameron Hartman. Zara Hussein. Joseph Haxby. Megan Hudson. Emma Hager. Erica Ibarra. Connor Hoffman. Grace Jacoby. Michaela Hugg. Lorenzo James. Leanna Jacobson. Susan Hymas. Amelia Jayara. Brockton James. Callie Janik. Matthew Jankowski. Stephen Yowney. Isabel Johnson. Caitlin Gerard. Joshua Johnson. Alex Johnson. Justin Jerkowski. Nicholas Johnson. Jasmine Caton. Ashley Kafka. Isaac Quadja. Richard Canary. Joshua Kinney. Catherine Korecki. Tessa Kleiner. Brett Casimore. Jessica Kolaroff. Carson Kehoe. Cole Kruger. Samira Khobda. Jessica Lang. Dennis Kloss. Eric Latham. Taylor Kohler. Brandon Janos. Benjamin Kalintirski. Sarah Locken. Montgomery Comas. Miguel Lopez. Sullivan Kosmak. Zoe Lurie. Amanda Cractus. James Marvel. Martin Cractus. Aiden McFadden. Kristen Crammel. Corbin Crowful. Jason Lackhouse. Eric Landa. Nicholas Landowski. Grace Lawn. Kevin McLaughlin. Scott Lee. Caden McLennan. Amanda Lisi. Kyle McNutt. Luke Little. Charles Miller. Yaniselva Llanos. Ethan Malzahn. Jose Lupian. Bailey Moody. Matthew Magana. Samaje Moore. Caitlin Majestic. Yanira Maraza. Cameron Martin. Timothy Morton. Kayla Martin. Alexia Mudd. Paola Martinez. Javier Muro. Tyler Matson. Alyssa Nathan. Kelly Mejia. Logan Newby. Yesenia Mendez. Isaac Norton. Lisbeth Mendoza. Emily Nunez. Matthew Marovic.
Nice job, Matthew!
Mackenzie Ong. Sarah Meyer. Trey Parker. Darian Miles. Magdalena Parmalee. Devin Miles. Nicholas Monteroso. Cheyenne Morris. Victoria Miraz. Tyler Nakazaki. Jonathan Novi. Kellen Patch. Cody Olson. Rachel Pete. Jessica Pekaski. Kyle Phipps. Nicholas Palmer. Cade Plusinski. Mark Palaskis. Seth Polin. Alan Perez. Alexandra Poloni. Kyle Peel. Emma Rose Pulio. Bernice Pinter. Amberly Ramirez. Anthony Porcelli. Jaden Rath. Jordan Podekar. Hunter Rathgaber. Reese Posen. Emmanuel Reyes. Eric Ramirez. Kayla Riccio. Belle Ramos. Emma Robison. James Ropp. Ryan Rocky. Brooke Renault. April Ruiz. Bram Richter. Joshua Russin. Ryan Rinninger. Nathan Brzezinski. Anthony Rios. Daisy Rustman. Fatima Rivas. Jack Ryan. Ricardo Rivas. Emily Rivera. Yesenia Robles. Frida Salgado. Amy Ruiz. Ava Salmons. Leslie Ruiz. Monica Santiago. Patrick Rakowski. Mason Sheridan. Andrea Salgado. Emery Schubert. Jesus Salgado. Daniel Shapiro. Eric Salinas. Ryan Shapiro. Itzel Santana. Alexander Silva. Crystal Santiago Lopez. Sophia Skinger. Stella Savage. Kevin Skowron. Nicole Schaefer. Owen Soltis. Emma Schuett. Ian Soriano. Aaron Seiler. Dalton Spurley. AJ Silos. Adela Steiner. Conrad Sokolowski. Connor Steinmetz. Avion Starosa. Drew Stores. Roman Stanley. Spencer Sutherland. Ryan Steffen. Cameron Thompson. Avery Stone. Madison Top. Bella Stott. Oscar Torres Morales. Gloria Taylor. Jessica Tejeda Fernandez. Charlene Torres Pacheco. Ashley Thompson. Daniel Torres. Ricardo Tobias. Jessica Tovar. Gennaro Valek. John Trelstad. Nicole Valderrama. Tegan Tully. Anthony Valdez Armas. Benjamin Twiss. Alana Vodka. Samuel Valise. Austin Voiles. Michael Vandeveer. Clayton Walker. Jack Vanslow. Chase Watkins. Alexander Vasquez. Jacob Wegner. Amanda Bepley. Joshua Weinert. Wendy Vidal, Juliana Welch, Kaylee Villarreal, Jocelyn Wilkinson, Samuel Viner, Jacob Wright, Alexis Went, Sarah Yark, Catherine Westlowick, Zachary Yu, Savannah Wilson, Enrique Zambrano, Emily Iacano, Bryant Zarati, Lauren Iacano, Eduardo Zavaleta, Eric Ziba, Jack Ziba.
Please join me in congratulating the class of 2018. Please remain seated until all students have exited the auditorium. They will be exiting the side doors and moving to the front of the building, where you can meet with your child at that time. At this time, I ask that the first row please rise and begin our recession.